What's tea?
I don't know, friend.
Well, we gonna get into it. I'm Alicia,
And I'm
and
Max.
this is the I Don't Know Friend podcast. Let's go ahead and get things started with some hot topics.
So, this week with the hot topics, we have some things to get into. So, the first thing we're going to talk about, which I thought was pretty interesting, is a Moroccan football player avoids giving his ex wife half of his fortune in a divorce settlement because all his checks were made out to his mother. Whenever he needed something, he just basically asked his mother, like, he's rich, but nothing is in his name. Everything is in his mom's name, I guess, for reasons like this. Sis said she wanted half of his earnings, basically. And he was like, So I just want to know what she did for him to be like, no. Or maybe it could be a thing since before he was even in a relationship, he just made up the decision that he was just going to put everything in his mom's name, just in case he came across someone that wanted to take half of what he's earned. I'm not sure if they have kids, but if they do not, I don't know. I'd be iffy with situations like this because it's like, especially if y'all don't have no kids. I mean, I'm confused. But I mean, I guess when you're with someone with so much money, you feel entitled as well. But if she wasn't with him from the ground up, like, girl, what money? What money do you need? And especially if they don't have no kids, what money do you need? So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But what you got to say about that?
Um, I think it's like wild that he did that. I'm not surprised because niggas in the hood will forever hold some money at their mama house. So it's just like it's wild to think about. But if she ain't signed no good prenup, I really don't know what to tell her. Because honestly, there's ways around it. Because obviously it's his money. It's just in his mom's name. I don't know about the laws out here, though. Because, out there. Because a judge in America probably would have, been like, you're not finna finesse me. They wouldn't stand for it. And would probably still make him pay something. But out there, who knows? So I just don't want y'all to think y'all finna get away with that now because, getting damn well them judges don't like being bamboozled and they will make any type of judgment they damn well please. But
Right.
At the end of the day, I mean, when you get divorced and you don't have a prenup, then you're gonna have to pay her half. So you should have had that paper signed to begin with. To him and doing all this extra shit, trying to hide it and do all this other stuff is just weird, and also lets us know that were you planning on getting a divorce? Like, you know what I'm saying? To have all of your money be going to your mom is interesting. I don't know. There was some plotting.
I mean,
going on
how
there.
I more so feel about it, have your money where you want it to go. Would I blame him for um thinking that way? No, 'cause I don't know the full story, so I'm just going by based off of what I'm seeing right now. I don't like it on either side,
Yeah.
especially when it's nothing tied to that person besides y'all being married. When that's just that when it was just a marriage, like how Mary J. Blige ex-husband did her. I hated that. Like when you have to give somebody something and y'all were just married, don't have no ties. Like, yeah, he was her manager, but it's just I don't know about I feel a type of way about spousal support. I'm not gonna lie. If you're not like in the gym with them, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like we don't know what type of female she was. Maybe she showed signs that he was like, you know what, I'm not gonna give you none of my
So
money.
then why
Who
did he
knows?
marry her if she showed signs?
Well, that ain't our decision to
Pick
choose.
better.
That ain't our decision.
That's what they
But
tell
we
us.
know
Pick
she ain't
better.
getting no money, and that's just
crazy
that.
to me. Listen, spousal support. I get it in situations because there be them niggas who like don't work. You can't work, especially in like Morocco, places like that. They don't let them work. So then what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So then, and then so they're not allowed, like a lot of Arab countries like that, stuff like that, they don't want them to work, they don't let their women work, they're gonna take care of them, boom. But now you're divorced, and so now you're gonna be looked at as like a little bit less than. So now every nigga finna hop on you regardless. I mean, she's pretty, so she'll probably still get a new man, but I'm just saying it might take a little minute. So yeah, you might need a little bridge money, a little gap money between men's, and I feel that that's their culture, and I respect it heavily. If any Arab men would like to take care of me, I am here. But yeah, it's a weird situation. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with it later on, so I'll definitely keep an eye on it.
Yeah, but that's all with that topic. Moving right along. So I guess, well, Vicky has some things to say about Lil Nas X, basically stating that she knows for a fact he's not gay. She knows girls that he's messed with or tried to mess with. And all he said back was, who gives a fuck about what Ja Rule got to who gives a fuck about what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this?
He's so hilarious because that's a Dave Chappelle lyric line. And so he's just funny on another level. Like, Lil Nas X is the ultimate troll. And then, whoa, Vicky, bitch, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody, like, why are we talking about you? First of all, like, asking you. Who was asking you? First of all, I mean, the interviewer, obviously, but, like, why? But she was, like, I watched a clip or whatever from, like, what she's talking about. And she's, like, girls that he dealt with in high school, people that he knew in high school. He didn't used to act like that. That was high school. He didn't come out until he was already, like, after Old Town Road. He was still playing straight in Old Town Road. It was, to be honest, that.
I'm only bringing it up because of what Lil Nas said in defense of himself, I guess, basically making a joke, because nobody really cares about what Vicky is talking about. Exactly. Nobody really listens. So, that was just that. I just thought it was pretty crazy how she brought that up. I mean, as if he probably wasn't out yet then, or
that's what I'm saying.
It could have been multiple things. So we can't take what Vicky say, and I can't even get upset about it, because it's just like, girl, I'm not even gonna say the word. I was just gonna say, moving right along.
He came out once he was famous, so like, what do you mean? But anyway, it was random. She's on her heavy Christian shit, so that's why she's speaking on him. That's really all it is. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Next topic.
Yeah. So moving right along, basically, I don't know if some of y'all know who B Scott is, but B Scott is I don't know if she's more like a producer, blogger. I'm not sure, but she's more so tied into these Real Housewives of Atlanta streets. Like, she's in that era, basically. And so she was co-hosting on The Breakfast Club, and basically was stating that Andy Cohen shouldn't host the reunions for the black shows because he doesn't have cultural relevance. She was basically saying you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need their jobs. And what I have to say about that, I will agree. I do feel like he needs to do like more of a Mona Scott thing, when Mona Scott was doing the reunions, when she was actually hosting the reunions of a show that she's producing. And she may have looked at it like, you know what, I can get somebody else to come in and ask more questions, because they'll really, get into it and things like that. Not like verbally, but they'll get more into depth and, take it ways where she may not take it, Do I think Andy is going to do that? No. Andy is too much on his high horse. Bravo is his baby, is what he feels like. Well, the Housewives franchise is like his. I feel like he's birthed that, and I do feel like I'm gonna give him his props. Andy Cohen has did amazing things with all the Housewives franchise. Like, for him to have a franchise that's still going like a decade, like more than a decade later, that's pretty good. But I do feel like sometimes Andy, he asks the questions, but he don't get on them like he should. I feel like he gets on who he wants to get on at certain times. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if he brought another person, they would really go into it. Like when he brought Nikki was like throwing it at him. Like,
Right.
yes, this is what we want. We don't like some of the questions, which I heard that they're not really fan questions. They're
They're
questions that the
producers,
producers
right?
come up with.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I just feel like Andy just needs to give it just test it out. Like he did test it out with Nicki Minaj. We know that was just a one off thing or whatever. But just test it out. Give somebody else a chance to bring it like the reunion. Cause I'm not gonna lie, sometimes Andy be pissing me off with the reunion. Like Andy, you asking the right question, but what are you gonna like? He basically will just ask the question, and sometimes they like a Giselle, for example, will give a half-ass answer, and he would just okay. The next question, like, wait, what? We not gonna go over what she just said. We not gonna go over why the question was even asked. Like, I don't know, but I do get where B Simone, not B Simone, B Scott is coming from. What you think about it?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he will step like not host them. I feel like he, like you said, is too much of an egomaniac for that. But I definitely think I've always said he could do. Like he be throwing a little bit of shade and doing a little bit, but they really don't get into it the way they're supposed to because they be straight up lying on the show and he never calls it out.
Right.
Like I'd be like, oh, I can't wait for the reunion because the producers will show in the show that they're lying, and half the
That's what
time they
I'm
don't even bring
saying.
it
When
up.
they go back, that's what I'm saying. Like Andy will literally bring up a question. They will show the footage, and they will still let them landslide by the like, huh? I'm not understanding. Like we waited for this reunion to get
I
clarity
don't even be
of
watching all parts most of the time because they don't be getting into it. I would
they don't.
like it be getting on my
The
nerves.
reunions upset me every time. I mean, the first I heard him give Giselle is when she was like, "We're not going to talk about it right now." And he was like, "No, we are going to talk about it right now." But he should have said that on other topics to Giselle, not even just that one. That was about her health problems or whatever, and she didn't want to talk about that. About the whole colorism thing, which I don't think she said not one word.
She
Or
didn't.
no, she
She
did,
did.
but she was acting like she didn't understand. And that was just her doing that on purpose, just trying to make Candace upset.
Making that face she
But
be making. Oh, I hate that face she be making. That
yeah,
shocked.
she aggravates me. But for Andy to well, I mean, first of all, they should have had a moderator. First of all, but because they did it, Andy was there, and Andy should have. And I mean, Andy, I can't say Andy should have did nothing because he's not black. He don't understand the colorism that black females and light skinned females go through. He will never understand that. So, I mean, what I'm going to say is irrelevant, kind of. But what other, I'll just say more so for another topic. Basically, with any other situation, it's like, drill them, ask them, this is what the fans want. Like, give us what we want. You're basically giving us a three-part reunion for nothing.
That of
For nothing that's
nothing.
getting solved. Like they're still going into the next season with nothing solved. And then newsflash, breaking news, they're bringing all of them back. Like I don't understand. That came out that they're bringing all of the Potomac housewives back.
Not
I'm
surprised.
kind of ready for Atlanta to get off of Potomac for a little bit and get off this topic for a little bit. I'm ready for Atlanta because some tea came out that Drew Sidora and Latoya, can't think of her last name, was messing around. But Latoya is saying she messed with Drew. Drew is saying she didn't. Which I'm learning that Drew can be a liar. Because Candy is on the recording as well. The recording hasn't come out yet. The recording, basically, Marlo secretly recorded them. Marlo, you're doing too much. You already got your peach. Stop. She was so much better without a peach. I'll just say that. But yeah, Candy confirmed. Well, Drew can't. Latoya did kiss you on the mouth. That's all I need to hear from Candy. Moving right along. So basically, oh well, Brandy, you have anything else to say about that topic? Because I feel like we.
No, that's it.
Okay. So moving right along, we're gonna go ahead and get to Marcus Houston, which this was something that came up last week, but we forgot to bring it up. Marcus Houston says he's not worried about negative comments towards his marriage to his 22-year-old wife, says his wife keeps him young. We have a lot of love that people really don't understand. If y'all don't know, Marcus Houston is like 46. He married her. She's 22 now. He married her at 19. He knew her way before 16, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if y'all know the story, but I guess at one point she went missing, ran away or something. And when they found her, like, she was married and was with a baby or whatever. So it's just bringing all of the things that Rasby has said about Marcus Houston. I'm believing it like so much more now because
I mean, yeah, we kind of talked about this last week, but
we did.
Yeah, he came out with more comments now about the negative comments is new. But
okay. So we did talk about it. My apologies. We did talk about it, but yeah, he came out with more comments basically, which I'm really actually surprised that he's doing this because this is a man that has all of his comments off on all of his pictures. So you're doing a full interview about it. That just blew me like, oh, you're speaking on it. Okay.
I didn't know he had his comments turned off, I guess. I mean, I know why, but
you know I went to his page.
Yeah.
Was going through it. All his comments are off. I don't remember if hers are off or not. I don't remember. But yeah, so basically he was just like he doesn't care about the negative comments, blah blah blah. And it's just like, I mean, of course a predator wouldn't care about the comments that are basically not agreeing with what he's doing because I mean it's wrong.
Exactly.
You know, you're a grown older man. What could you possibly want with a 22-year-old?
What could you want with a minor? He was a minor when he started dating her.
Right.
Can't
she
convince
was a minor
me otherwise.
then. But it's just like, what could you want? I mean, we all know what he wants with her, but that's what we're trying to get him to realize. Like, do you not see anything wrong with this?
He doesn't, and he won't.
They literally take age as nothing but a number to the heart. Okay?
I hope she wakes up one day, and they're hiding behind the religion as part of it, and so I hope they wake up one day. She wakes up one day and realizes that she's been abused, and can get some therapy and get out of there because, like, ew.
Yeah, and Marcus Houston gives me Nell vibes, but. Do you have anything else to say about that? Claire?
No, I don't. I don't want to keep talking about it. I don't like it.
Moving right along. I thought this was pretty interesting. Billy McFarland says Fury Festival 2, mind you, 1 never happened. 2 is finally happening. Just 1 year after being freed from jail for the Fiery Festival fraud. If y'all don't remember that Fiery Festival that happened, what a time. I remember, like, at the time when I was on, like, social media and stuff, and I'm just looking at the test, I'm like, wait, so these are what these people are now? And I remember Alicia told me, like, yeah, like, they basically lied to them, and they're stranded, and it was, like, a huge thing back then. Like, it was thousands of people stranded on that island with no way back. And he's trying to do a second one. Mind you, he's supposed to be like banned from promoting anything. So I don't see the White Caucasus is coming up. And he's just feeling like, forget the law. I just got out of jail, but forget the law. I'm still going to do this Fire Festival. And I really believe that they're going to shut it down before it even come up to
I almost feel like he's trolling. I'll believe it when I see it. Like, or see some paperwork or some documents or something.
Well, let's just say this. I don't think he's trolling. Billy is just out of touch with reality. He's a little delusional.
Yeah, true.
So he may think that it's going to happen, but it's not. So we'll just let Billy think that he's going to be at the top again, but he's not. Okay. Moving right along. So we're going to get to 3 more if you have time. Okay. So basically, For y'all that don't know, I guess Armand and Reginae, we don't know what they have going on, but they had some interesting tweets. So Armand was basically saying, before you regret anything, remember at one time it's what it remember at one time it was exactly what you wanted. She put out some tweets as well. You can't show someone all the love and backtrack. Then she said, folks come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. I don't know who to trust at this point. Then she said, don't you ever fall out of love with yourself. So then she put up a video, basically saying she'll address it at a later time. People go through things, blah, 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 and stuff like that. What I more so feel about it is, child, we know people go through stuff. Just keep it off the internet.
No, for real.
I know you want to vent. I know. Do it to your close friends. Do it to your friends. Don't vent on social media. And then when people start talking about the situation or what you're going through, why get upset and you're putting it on social media? I know you want to feel like a regular person and you just want to tweet. Like, if I tweet my problems, it's not going to be on the Shade Room. I can tweet my problems and probably the people in my life will ask me about it, but it's not going to be all over the blog. So at some point, I know they realize their stardom and that if they tweet something, this is going to be on the blogs. People are going to be talking about it. Like, I know they don't not think about that. So it's
they
just
like it. No,
why even get aggravated, with things that people say? Because we know couples go through things. That's no issue. And people were saying, they move too fast and things like that. Child, people can meet in a week and be married forever, and people can meet in 2 years, and things can happen. I won't say that. Like, things can happen. Love at first sight, I believe, can be real. You can just have such a strong connection with somebody. They probably, were still like in the honeymoon phase and stuff. So I get all of that. But I'm not gonna lie, I do like them as a couple. I like her. I like Reginae. I care for her when she's with Armand. I don't really care for Reginae, but he kind of brings out a side that I'm okay with her. I do hope they do work it out, because they did seem very happy together. So yeah, I just wonder what happened. I'm not sure. Maybe they were always going through stuff like low key, but I know that they didn't start showing this type of reaction or this type of energy until the whole Ricky Smiley thing came. That's when I noticed it. That's when things started to go left, I guess. What you got to say about it?
That they're lame for taking shit to the internet. Anybody who takes shit to the internet, like, especially publicly, especially when you have a following, you're doing it for attention. So don't pretend and, why are y'all doing this?
Well, I won't say
no. It's for attention. It's for attention. It's for attention. There's nothing about it. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that it's not for attention. I'm more so saying, like, some people come to the internet to bring things to the forefront, things like that, as far as, like, I know it's for attention. I'm not knocking that. Not saying that it's not. What I'm saying is, I feel like some people, okay, like with the whole Neo thing and Crystal, like when she came out and was like, she's divorced to him, and when you bringing back multiple disease, like when she was doing all of that, yeah, it could have been for attention, but she was more so like getting her side across, basically.
That's fine. I'm not even, my beef is not for the getting the attention part. My beef is the then getting mad when people speak on it. Like, Reginae does that. Okay. Ari does that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
And then want to call us broke.
And then you want to get mad at people for stating their opinion. If you ain't want people to say their opinion, you could have vented to your mama, your grandma, your auntie, your cousins, your friends, your son, your therapist. We don't need to hear this.
Right, that they can do that, and you're
choosing to go on the internet.
Not text someone in your phone or call someone in your phone. You chose to go on a public platform.
Because you wanted the attention, you wanted the clout, you wanted to get on the blogs, you wanted to go viral. When they be unfollowing each other on the internet, like couples and stuff, at this point, you're doing it for attention. You know people are gonna find it. You know they're gonna post it. Then you want to be upset about it, and we're going through stuff, mind our business. You could Instagram lets you mute people, mute their story, mute their posts, so you would never see anything they post anymore, and no one would know that you're not seeing it. You're choosing to do you're making a statement, and just say that. It's fine. Stand on that shit, though. That's my point.
Stand on it. Don't say get upset when people coming at y'all crazy. Just stand on it.
About time you charged me.
Sorry.
Say it with your chest. That's all I'm saying. That's really what I'm annoyed with. Like, yeah, people go through stuff. If you're going to talk about it, just talk about it all at once. Don't, let me give me some space. Then what do you need to drop a trailer for? Why are we getting a teaser of the tea? Next thing you know, it's going to be a three-part YouTube interview. That's what we're going to get next. Like, right. Stop it. I don't like that shit. It's giving cash grab. Anyway, that's all we got for hot topics this week, y'all. So we gonna go ahead and get into some things this week. First, what we were gonna go ahead and talk about is I'm obsessed with, like, usually I see him on TikTok because I stay on TikTok. Those like am I the asshole stories that people get off of Reddit. So I got two, but one of them's really long, and so we'll see how much we get through. But basically, this is a story of, like, someone's situation, and they posted it on Reddit asking for people's opinions, essentially, to figure out if they're wrong in this situation or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the story to y'all. So the title is, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Continue Paying Rent When I Buy My Own House? My boyfriend, 31 male, bought a house this year, which is an unprecedented achievement in our country. He earns 5 to 6 times more than I, a 27-year-old female, does, and we usually split everything in half. Lately, I've been calling attention to the fact that I'm supporting more of the expenses, but I gave him a discount since he was going to buy a home. Recently, he bought a house, and he has asked me to move in with them. However, he's also asked me to pay a quote-unquote symbolic rent, which is essentially the same amount I'm currently paying for rent everywhere else. Additionally, even though he's hired someone to clean the house, I know I'll still be responsible for a lot of the domestic tasks. At first, I suggested that I pay for all the utilities such as electricity, gas, water, internet, as well as food expenses, but he didn't agree, and we had a disagreement about it. Eventually, I agreed with him that it would be simpler to pay a fixed amount instead of splitting the cost of bills and creating an entropy. The discussion had become more intense because I mentioned that I will be able to buy a house by the end of the year. I explained that it wouldn't make sense for me to continue paying rent to him if I have my own place. I suggested that we find a solution that works for both of us. However, he thinks he is being overly generous and says that I would still be benefiting from paying that amount. Since I've been with him, I've had very high expenses, and I've told him several times that I can't keep up with his lifestyle and that he should support some of the costs, at least half, because I currently don't have the capacity to handle both expenses. He works very hard to make real money, and from the start of our relationship, I've been the one taking on the domestic chores, cooking for him, helping out with grocery shopping, and we go out to eat, we split the bill, and I don't mind all of this for him because he is amazing. He's expressed gratitude for my efforts, but also stated his hope that I wasn't doing them for expecting financial gain. He went on to share his vision for the future, stating his preference for separate accounts and everything being kept separate. He suggested that I live in his house by paying rent and to assist him with credit, but emphasized that the house would remain his property. He also mentioned Sorry, I lost my spot. He also mentioned that even with children, he would like everything to be equally divided. I explained to him that I can't keep up with his lifestyle and I won't earn as much as he does. However, he became skeptical and hurt, implying that I'm only with him for his money and calling me an idiot for not understanding the situation, for not seeing things as they are. My friends have told me that he's taking advantage of me and that I'm a convenience for him now. I'm starting to wonder if they're right. We should be more individualistic. Should we be more individualistic in our approach in finances, or should we work together to build a good life and acquire property? Am I the one being unreasonable here? So that's the end of
Who's
the
going first, friend?
You go ahead.
Okay, this is boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this little.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so I got a lot to say. It's giving strawberry letter.
Yes.
Okay. So, no, you are not being unreasonable. If anything, you're compromising way too much.
Way too much.
Because for him to have this type of lifestyle, why are y'all splitting anything?
He makes 5
should
to
be
6
the one
times more
paying
than
the
her.
bills. And let me just say this. Back in the day, the man paid the bills, the wife cooked, cleaned, did all of that. That was back in the day. Now, women are bossed up more than men. We doing all of that. Now, what I will say is, in a relationship, do what works best for you. Don't try to go off of what this person is doing, because that may work for them. This one couple, the man may pay all the bills and the girl can literally just use her money as what she needs. Or it may be something the man pays the bills, the rent, and the girl pays or the woman pays the necessities, light, cable, water, things like that.
Right.
I've seen situations like that. Totally fine. What we ain't gonna do is we ain't finna move into this house, and I'm using ain't y'all, because this nigga, what? What we ain't finna do is move into a house when I just damn well told you that I can buy my own house, and you saying your name finna, this your sis, leave him. This ain't even if you over compromising. You need to leave him, sis, because at this point, what is this?
And he's just a boyfriend. Like, he's doing a lot. You make 5 to 6 times more than me. Meaning, if we make $20 an hour, he's making $200, $300, $400 an hour. Like,
I'm not understanding. It's definitely giving. His money is his
money, and my money is our money.
And that's not it, sis. How it goes is my money is my money, and his money is our money.
Like, what?
That sounds more reasonable.
Girl.
Okay? What you gotta say about this, friend?
When I was reading it, like, to pick it, I was like, this is insane. This girl is delusional. Is she dumb, delusional, or slow, or all three? I don't know. Like,
I'm interested to see what these two look like,
because
I gotta see.
Because it's just like, it don't make no sense. There is no way in hell I wouldn't have even agreed to split rent from off jump, knowing how much you made. I'm gonna be honest with you. You could pay the rent, and I'm gonna take a couple light bills, and that's really gonna be it. Maybe once he was expressing that he wanted to start buying a house, I would have agreed to start splitting it at that point. But once he moved in, I'm not finna keep paying. I'm not paying your mortgage for you, honey. That's not it. I will move it. I'd rather live on my own. I'd rather live on my own and pay all my bills than split bills with a man. That's just how I feel. And
I totally agree.
I'd rather pay.
Some people will literally.
I'll get a roommate.
They'll be with their boyfriend just because they don't want to pay rent by themselves.
No.
They will literally stick out being miserable in the house with their significant other just to he paying the rent.
Not
or
to mention,
we gonna have.
She's doing most of the domestic stuff. So at this point, you're a slave.
What is his job?
Baby, you're a slave. I'd get a roommate. And I would have to do less work. Because I wouldn't have to cook for my roommate. I wouldn't have to clean up after my roommate. It would just be me doing me, you doing you. That would be a better situation than this right here. Stop playing with me. You playing on my top, and I really want to fight you at this point. Like, we need to square up because you disrespecting me on a different fucking level. Stop it.
And he's definitely giving. He brought up the kid thing. I wish I would have a kid with you, and you damn near would try to take my kid. He's giving out, I want full custody of my kid. That's what he said.
And then they want to split all the expenses with that as well. So I'm supposed to clean up after all y'all, take care of all y'all, but I'm splitting all the bills, meaning co-pays. we're paying $10 each for the $20 copay, I'll slap the shit out you.
No, seriously. If you don't take that 20 on the chin,
bro,
but I hit you in your chin.
No, for
what?
real.
I don't know what type of woo he has on her, or like you said, if she dumb, delusional, or slow. I don't know what it is.
God.
And I'm going to try to give you the benefit of the doubt, honey, but I don't know how long you've been going through this. He's the asshole. You're over compromising, and just get your own house by yourself.
I'm gonna need you to stand
Girl, get your own house, pay your own bills, and I bet you'll find a man that will
take care of everything.
Girl, take care of all of them.
Stop it.
Listen. You're over compromising.
Find one of his coworkers. I promise you, they got
period. Keep it in the friendship. How
seriously,
about that?
And then you know they still got money. Stop playing with me.
Who's the, like Cash Doll said, who's the princess here?
It sounds like it's him.
It me or you?
It sounds like it's him. He got the better end of the deal.
That got to be another topic,
girl.
Friend, but we're gonna talk about that later. Because these niggas out here thinking they the prize and they not.
No, for real.
But yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
That was a really good one. Let's do one more real quick, just because this was good. Okay. So
girl, you should have seen my face when you was reading. I'm like, what?
I can tell. That's why I told you I wanted to do this. I knew I was gonna find some tea. Okay. Am I the asshole for not childproofing my home against teenagers? I like to relax with THC. Luckily for me, it's legal where I live. I have small kids, so I keep my edibles in a room up high in the closet, pun intended. My niece, Lacey, babysits for me all the time. She's a good girl, and I like having her over to give her a break from her mom. My sister-in-law is a loving wife and mother, but her personal beliefs can be a little overwhelming. Last weekend, Lacey was watching my kids, and she was craving some sweets. My kids told her where I keep my stash of quote-unquote candy that I don't like to share. My poor dummy went and took some of the sour gummy edibles as well as some of the regular candy that I don't share with my stinking kids. When I got home, the kids were asleep and Lacey was on the couch staring at her phone trying to use it as a TV remote. I called my brother and told him that I would be late, so Lacey would have to spend the night. It isn't a problem with us, and this isn't an uncommon situation. In the morning, I had a talk with her about THC and how it wasn't the best idea to use a lot of it when you're young. She asked a lot of questions and apologized for taking candy without permission. Like I said, she's a good kid, and her mom has drilled some weird beliefs into her. She told her mom what happened. Her mom lost it on me, how I'm a drug addict and how I should be in jail, that I need to childproof my home if I'm going to have narcotics in the home. She's banning Lacey from babysitting for me. Am I the asshole?
Okay, hold on. I just need a real clarification really quick. Okay, so the mom's daughter was watching the little girl?
The mom's niece. So
the mom's niece was watching
the mom's kids.
The mom's niece. Got you. Okay, so basically her sister daughter. So
her brother's daughter was watching.
Okay.
Her kids.
Okay. Hold on. The brother's daughter was watching the kids. Went into her auntie's snack thing. Gave the kid the candy.
She ate the candy. The daughter, the niece. The niece is a teenager. She ended up eating some edibles that the aunt had in the house.
Not the baby.
No.
The niece did.
Yeah. The niece.
Okay, so who told her that she needs to childproof the house?
The sister-in-law, when she found out that
Got you. Okay, I'm ready to respond. Am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is a teenager?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying this is a teenager.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Talk to your teenager, cause she know damn well what she ain't supposed to do. I don't got to childproof my house for no damn teenager. She knew she wasn't supposed to eat what I had that's tucked up and put away. She know that. So if you want to ban me from her not coming over here, that would have been a good little argument. I'm telling you that right now, especially if I put it up in a place where you know you're not supposed to. Like that's why I needed clarification to make sure this wasn't a child and this is a teenager.
Yeah, she said it was up high. Like I'm assuming like in the top of her closet or something. Like
right,
little kids couldn't get to it.
if you can't if your child doesn't know how to control herself around things that she should not be doing, then maybe she should not be over here. Maybe she shouldn't. But don't tell me that I need to childproof my house for a teenager that knows right from wrong and knows not to eat that, because I'm pretty sure she knew what it was. She already know that her auntie eats edibles,
I
so
don't
she
think she
probably just
did.
wanted.
This is
Oh,
why I wanted to have. This is interesting. Keep going.
okay. Well, okay. So I have two. I have two theories. If she did not know what it was, that's a little different. Maybe if she didn't know what it was, I still would not say childproof your house. Maybe choose a different, or maybe don't tell them where it's at all. Maybe
Yeah.
you should be the one to go get it if they want the candy or whatever, and you know that something else is up there. However, if she did know, child, that's a teenager, not childproof of my house. Now, that's another thing that she didn't know, and I do feel like she should have communicated that with the brother, since that's her brother. Well, with the dad, basically, she should have, communicated that with the brother. Maybe that's where the sister-in-law felt like a little iffy about it. Like, damn, you didn't even tell me, because I
Right.
would. I just tell me, let me know what's
And
going
that's what
on
I
with
was
the
gonna say.
child.
That's what made
Right?
her the asshole. Was
Right,
not saying anything. She was just gonna let it go.
right,
And I'm
right.
guessing the reason she was saying it, was trying to not say nothing, was because the sister-in-law has strong religious beliefs. But at the end of the day, that is her kid,
It's
and
her
if
child, right?
she, especially if the kid doesn't actually do drugs, like, what I'm saying, like, doesn't actually smoke or do edibles,
Yeah, yeah,
she just ran into it randomly. Because in the thing, it says that she got some of the edibles and some other regular candy that she had up there. So I think she really was just trying to get some candy
right.
and
Yeah.
just grabbed it.
Well, yeah. So she was the asshole for not saying anything. That was very, people don't play by their kids now. You gotta let me know, accident or not. I can, I will understand it if it was a accident and you telling me. If my child is telling me, I'm like, well, why the hell you ain't? What happened over there? Why you
Right,
ain't telling me that?
exactly.
Now
That's what
I'm
I
coming
didn't
at
like.
you with a attitude and this and that and that. Now I'm understanding the, well, shit. Maybe you do need to your house child proof if you
Right.
can't communicate.
That's what I don't like. Yeah, it's up so
Because
that the
it's
kids
not a
can
need
get
for a
it.
child-proof house if you would have just let her know,
Right,
or
exactly. So I think she kind of is the asshole. She's mid.
yeah, use the asshole just for not communicating, boo.
Right. Exactly.
Because anything could have happened. Then what? You gonna call her when you at the hospital?
Exactly.
So
I feel like she really, if the daughter never said nothing, they never would have knew. Like, it was gonna be like their little secret type shit.
yeah.
But either way, that's it for this time for the Am I the Asshole. We'll definitely do this again
Okay,
at
yeah, we
some
got to
point.
do it again.
Yeah. Next we'll go ahead and talk about our next topic. So we watched the new Chloe Bailey Drewski Quavo movie, Praise This. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So what are your thoughts on the movie, friend?
My thoughts were, okay. So what I was told before I even watched it, because I was gonna watch it beforehand, before we agreed to both watch it for the for the podcast or whatever. I was told that it was really funny, it was good, this and that or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I watched it. I enjoyed it. It was cute. However, I will say, to me, what made the movie, because I was told that, okay, my first initial thought when I first heard of the movie, I thought Drewski was going to be like the main star. It was going to be focused on him. I don't know why I got that from when he was explaining the movie, but the way he explained it, I thought he was more so speaking on himself. Like, he was more so making it seem like it was a rom-com. So I'm like, oh, okay, him and Chloe are going to end up being, together or whatever like that. Spoiler. I mean, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, whatever. So I really feel like, I don't know, Drewski had his moment, but it's just like, I mean, he was just there to me. Like, he was, funny or whatever. He made little funny moments. However, I don't feel like he made the movie. Like people was trying to make it seem like it was just so hilarious. Like it was funny, it was cute. It was definitely giving Fighting Temptations to me, which I love Fighting Temptations. But to me, to be honest, the star was Chloe and the music.
Yeah, it was
Literally.
definitely Chloe.
The music, I'm not even gonna lie, praise this playlist is on my phone. I'll be listening to it in my car. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing Quavo on screen. Quavo, say what you want to say about him. He does make good music, and his gospel music on there was actually good too. I really enjoyed it. He also said he's gonna come out with like a gospel album. Sidebar. But the movie was cute. I will say you people made me laugh way more than Praises, but Praises was cute. I think it was a cute movie. It was short. It was short. But yeah, I just feel like the star was Chloe, her vocal ability and the music. That's what I got from it. What did you get from it?
Yeah, I guess it was pretty cute or whatever. To me, it was giving Disney Channel. Like, the acting wasn't really that great. Obviously Chloe can act, but I feel like most of the other people were a little bit cringe. So I'm gonna need y'all to get a couple acting classes with that one. But if before you do more movies, including Drewski, I thought he was gonna be a better actor than he was.
I did too. Like it was just like, oh, this what he's doing.
I guess because he's used to playing his own characters. I don't know. It just, because he does skits and stuff. So I assumed he could act, but he really wasn't.
Maybe we have to see more of it, because again, this movie didn't even really showcase.
It didn't showcase him
very much. It just showed him being how we already know he is. Goofy, kind of doing his little dance movie. Girl, him doing a Dougie Baby laugh more than anything. To be honest, so I feel like he just needs, more practice, more roles.
Same thing. Quavo wasn't terrible, but he was playing a character very similar to himself. And people always I was gonna say people always say it's really hard to play yourself like on TV and in movies.
They do, yeah.
So I would like to see him in maybe a little bit different of a role. I know he's acted before, but I think in other stuff he's been in as well, he's always playing something very similar to himself.
Because he was playing himself low key, but I feel like he was more so trying to calm it down a little. It's like now this is for a movie.
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk how I really talk. Like he was, talking how he talk or whatever, but it's like I'm gonna just calm it down a little, lame it up a little, a little like that.
A little bit.
The stuff he was doing, like the whole, he did some little thing to Chloe, and I was just like, somebody was like, "Nah, who wrote this in the script for Quavo?" But I mean, it was let me just say this: they put this on Peacock. Now, I previously just watched Cocaine Bear, not even the full thing. And Cocaine Bear was in the movie theaters. I'ma just say this. If Cocaine Bear, the quality of that movie could have been on in the theaters, Praises had way better quality and could have been in the movie theater. I'ma just say that. I just thought that was pretty weird. Like, when I was watching, I'm like, this was in the movie theater. Like, I couldn't believe it. So
it's ridiculous. But I think overall it was a pretty good movie. It was a pretty cute movie. It's like a family, like you go watch it with the family.
Yeah, it's a family movie. Yeah. Girl, my mama heard me watching. She was like, "Oh, what you in here watching?" I was like, "Praise."
It's so it's cute. I liked it. I would probably watch it again, not by myself, but like I said, with like my sisters or something. So yeah, not bad. I would like to see some of those people, like I said, in more other roles, because they had a lot of known people. Wasn't Country Wayne in it too? Country
Wayne was in it. Corinne, the gospel singer.
Yeah, there was a few known people. The premise of the movie, it's exactly what you think it's gonna be.
Is it not Lecrae? Who is the pastor? He's famous.
He is famous. I can't remember who he is, but he's definitely famous. I think, but I've seen the other one, the pastor of the other church and stuff too. So they had like some heavy hitters in it as well. the premise of the movie is very much what you expect it's going to be. So there's not a lot of like twists and turns or anything. It's not
right.
shocking.
It was very what's the word?
Predictable.
Predictable. It was predictable.
But I mean, it's good. You know, it's like a tried and true type thing.
I would watch it if you have not watched it. I would still watch it. The music is amazing.
The music is really good. Yeah, that makes you want to watch it again. Definitely worth it. Yeah, that's really all I have about it. You got anything else?
No.
All right, let's go ahead and get into a couple of docket questions. The first one we have, and this was your question, would you give an ultimatum? What you think?
No, I would not. Because if I'm giving an ultimatum, that means that's telling me everything I need to know right there.
Yeah.
And especially if it's like involving another female, I'm not giving you an ultimatum. Do what you want. Do that. If it's another female, I'm clearly not in the picture no more. So go ahead and do what you want to do. I'm trying to think of things that I wouldn't necessarily give an ultimatum on. That's not more so like relationship wise.
What if it was like?
I'm trying to think. Have I ever given one?
What if it's like they're like a drinker, like they drink a lot, and you know you're not on that type of time?
See, that's why I'm trying to think of other situations. Yes, I would put an ultimatum on that because I have seen alcoholics and I see how crazy it can get, and that's not cute or fun. So if it's to a point where every time we go out, you're just getting pissy, sloppy drunk, and it's obnoxious type of drunk, like not like a cute drunk, every time we go out, it's it's an altercation. I'm giving you an ultimatum, and if you don't clean up your act, then yes, I'm gonna leave you because that's not cute. Nobody wants to be around. Not even not cute. Nobody wants to deal with that. I'm not doing that. So yeah, for certain situations, I will give an ultimatum with. The only thing I will never give an ultimatum with is another female. You can have her, but situations, if it calls for an ultimatum, and the only way I would give somebody an ultimatum is if I'm really like, in love with them and I want them to get it right, and I want it to work out. I will give an ultimatum. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of scary. I'm really not a risk taker. I don't like to gamble. I don't like none of that. And I feel like if I'm giving you an ultimatum, you're going to end up picking, like, it's a high chance you're going to pick the other thing because you haven't picked me all this time. So, like, what's the point? Right. I might as well just do my own thing. Like, I'm not even finna trip about it because you don't give a fuck. So, I don't. If you don't care, I don't give a fuck. Let's be real.
Right.
That's how
and let me just say this. I would more so make it to the point where I would be saying, if this is what you want to do it. However, I will be removing myself. I would do it in that type of way. Right. So it's not even giving you an ultimatum. I'm telling you, you can keep doing what you want to do, but I'm just going to leave. Right. So, I mean, hey, if you stop, then I guess you care about me or care about what I'm saying to you. Not even caring about me. I guess you're realizing like I'm only trying to help you or whatever the situation may be.
Max pointed this out that I kind of gave an ultimatum before. I had totally forgot about this, but it was like we were in a long ass situationship and I didn't want to stay in that, or else I was like, either we're gonna leave or we're gonna get into a relationship. So I was like, I had a date in my head, and if we hadn't took that next step by that date, then I was just gonna cut it off. I ended up cutting it off before that date because I got irritated. But that was like a thing that was known, and he knew it. That was his idea. I don't know whose idea it was, but it was known. I didn't tell him what the date was, but we both
And I
knew.
also feel like that was a good tactic, not letting them know when.
Yeah,
I was just
gonna dip out, and I just dipped out. But yeah, so
he got the picture.
That
he's no longer around, so that should tell you everything.
Yeah, very much. But a situation like that is weird, and I honestly wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even I would never get into a situationship, to be honest with you. Now, that was like my one and only one. That was a long time too. It was months, right? It was from November to probably like May. Yeah, like that was wild. Like, to think about it now, because that was a year ago, to think about it now is insane. But I was also in a weird headspace, so I wasn't, when we first started talking, I wasn't looking for a relationship. So either way, yeah, ultimatums, I guess, might be effective for some people, but others it's not. So I think it also just depends on the person.
And
Some
let
people
me
need
just
to
say
be
this
threatened.
last part. And now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, this is not more so of an ultimatum, but I have done this in the past. Like, if I'm in a state where I'm like looking for a relationship and you're just not on that, I will completely just not really entertain you. Like, once I know what your goal is, like, and I'm gonna just say this: I'm done with messing with niggas that just be going with the flow.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
What's going with the flow? I used to be like, oh, okay, what's going with the flow? Is you looking for something or you're not?
Once they say that, I just don't respond anymore, and then I get question marks. Like,
but I'm noticing about myself, like, if I was in a stage where I was looking for someone and they're not, yeah, I just really didn't entertain them, give them the time of day, really, because it's just like, you're not wanting what I want right now. So, I mean, I don't really see the point of us talking, because, so I have done that. Not sure if that's an ultimatum, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's an ultimatum. That was just you leaving.
Yeah, dipping that.
But yeah, that's really it for that one. Our second docket question is, when do you give a dude a second chance or another chance? Like, in what types of situations do you give people second or multiple chances?
I have given people second chances that has not deserved them. I will say that. I will start off with that. However, me being the person that I am now, the woman that I am now, I can only see myself, and this is just not even for relationships, this is just anything, but as far as I'm gonna just speak on relationships, the only way I feel like I can give you a second chance is if, and I have not done this in the past, I'm speaking on now, if I can completely get over whatever it was that we were like, whatever we was beefing over, if I can completely get over it and not even think about it like twice, and if I can honestly see that, if I start to see, okay, maybe I am being the problem now, I'm gonna give you a second chance. I'm gonna give you a second chance. If I'm saying that to myself, that's probably the only way you're gonna get a second chance, because I'm very like, I'm right, you're wrong.
You're a
so
Taurus.
If I'm feeling a type of way, okay, Alicia. If I'm feeling some type of way, that's just, I'm gonna stand on that. So if I don't see like no effort or anything, I just have to feel like I'm the problem then for me to give you a second chance. But if it's still like you're the problem and I'm seeing that you're still the problem, you're not gonna get a second chance, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
For me, it depends on what it is. As y'all know, I'm a Sag. I'm a fire sign. I'm a bit of a hothead. And I typically attract a lot of other fire signs. So a lot of times we beef over the dumbest and littlest stuff. And I'm the type of person, when I'm irritated, or we can say I go off on people. And sometimes, and I give a good read. You know what I'm saying? It's a good, healthy read. Once I do that, I'm over the situation. Other people still be mad. Once I'm over it, it's cool. I don't even be beefing no more. Yeah, I called you a pussy ass nigga because you was acting like a pussy ass nigga. You charged me. But you're not that was in the moment. I'm chill now. If you're over it and I'm over it, cool. We could keep talking, especially if I've blocked you and you now, like, it's been a good amount of time and you're reaching back out to me another way and we beefed over something stupid. Like, it literally be the dumbest stuff, like, what show is better, you know what I'm saying? And it blew up into an argument because we're both, like, passionate.
Me and Alicia has had plenty of arguments where it's like, I don't want to talk about this topic no more. I'm done talking about it. Stop.
She just don't like to admit that I be right.
Back up. Because once I see that it's going left, like when me and Alicia agree on the topic, I love it. I want to talk about it all day. Soon as I hear Well, no, you're
Because she
not
don't like to
saying.
hear my points. Like Max don't be listening. Max only wants to hear her side, and I'm like, no, I'm right, and let me tell you why. A B C D 1 2 3. Like I got bullet points off bullet points. I'm firing them off. She don't want to hear all that.
I don't. I don't. I just want to hear my point.
Exactly.
And I
That's the
just want
problem.
Alicia to just listen. Alicia, don't say anything. Just listen. Just listen to my side. I don't want to hear your side right now.
Exactly. It'd
And
be
Alicia
like
is
that.
still gonna say it,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
keep
like
going.
I don't want to talk now. I no longer want to talk, and I no longer not even about the topic. I no longer want to talk to you, Alicia, right now. So I will talk to you later.
I literally keep
We're
going.
not on the topic, and
Exactly.
we have had this. We have had this happen plenty of times. Trust me.
It'd be like that, and so I get like that, and I've literally blocked niggas for the dumbest stuff sometimes, and so, um, at the end of the day, if you reach back out to me afterward, like it's been a few months, I'm over it. I was over it, 2 hours after that. So yeah, we could talk again. Will it happen again? Probably. But, I'm a little toxic still. So we'll ride this out. Now, if you actually did something like for real, I don't give second chances. Like, you did some grimy shit or some shit I just don't fuck with heavy. I'm not gonna give you a second chance. But if it's something
Yeah,
petty, yeah,
right.
I'm petty. So I like to play with petty. But when you grimy, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on it. It depends on the situation.
But that's it for our docket questions. So our last topic, me and Max both work in customer service, so aka call centers, specifically call centers. So we get to deal with all kinds of BS. So we just want to do some of our call center pet peeves. I got 5. How many you got?
Oh, I thought we was just flowing whatever. Cause I got them all day. I didn't get like no specific number. But
I just wrote down 5. But
oh, okay.
So we'll go ahead and close this out. Just going like shot for shot with our pet peeves, so that we can, until we're done with the show, and just see what happens. See if we get some of the same ones. So my first one is they're talking over me. I've let them talk. I'm answering their question. Now you want to start talking to me again. And then you tell me not to talk over you. You want to get slapped. You want to get slapped.
Seriously. It be the let me talk. Well, sir, I was talking first. So
no, for real.
Giving the respect here.
Once they say that, I put myself on mute and I don't speak again. It'll be quiet. Like, they'll finish talking. It'll be quiet for like 30 seconds. They're like, hello? I'm like, oh, I'm allowed to speak now? Or, I was letting you speak because you said you wanted to speak, so let me know when it's okay for me to talk. No, go ahead. Oh, okay. Like I was already saying. Because what you're not going to do is stick you from the little girl me. Because you called me for help. Go ahead, friend.
I don't like when and we was just talking about this, when we just answer the phone and you're already saying hello. Let me greet you. Let me unmute the phone, because half of the times I have the phone muted just so it don't catch me saying something when I'm on the phone. So just let me greet you first. I have never called customer service and hello, soon as they answer, I'm gonna let them talk. Now if it's 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 10 seconds, nobody saying nothing, then I'll be like, hello. Like I would say like, hello or whatever, but give them time to say something.
It'd be so annoying. For me, it's when they're telling me something that another rep did for them before, so they know I can do this. I don't give a damn what Stacy did. You talking to Alicia right now, and I said I ain't giving you no damn credit, so I'm gonna need you to get off my damn phone. They did that as a courtesy. That is not policy, and I don't like your attitude. So you not getting nothing free from me. Keep it fucking pushing. You don't work here. You don't know our policy. Our policy done changed since the last time you called. I can see when you called. It was 2 months ago. We had a policy change last month. Stop playing with me. I hate that shit. I don't give a damn what they did.
Right, because I'm not them.
I'm not
and
her.
no, I can't get you back to them.
No, she don't have a direct line. You got me. So deal with it.
And that's be one thing that they be. That's why they be trying to have us all on one accord, because they do that. That be the main reason they don't like when stuff like that happen. Somebody else doing something that the person before them told them no.
Exactly.
So like,
and that's why if I were to do a credit, if I do anything nice for somebody, I'm damn sure telling them this is a one-time courtesy. The next agent will not do this. And I put it in the notes. Told customer this was a courtesy. Mm-hmm. Don't let him finesse you, because it's not happening.
Anyway. It be so many memos and people accounts do not, I mean, in big letters, do this customer is fully aware. Girl, they be notating on them accounts, okay? And I'm gonna notate on your account. If
my job, people don't notate very much. Like, it's a new thing that they've added into the account, so it's like new. A lot of people aren't doing it, and so it be getting on my nerves, because I'm like, they ain't even say how much they released, so I don't even know. Like, I mean,
right. Or when it's a credit and it's just like, damn, I don't know what the credit is for.
Exactly. I hate that.
Another thing I hate is when I'm telling you something, you're not liking what I'm saying. You want to speak to a supervisor, and the supervisor is telling you the exact same thing.
I love that. I'm like, yeah, I'll get your supervisor.
Let me tell you. When I know for a fact my supervisor is like on the same page with me, no problem. One moment, put you on hold. Oh, because I know you finna hear exactly what I just said. Maybe he gonna say it a little nicer. Mm-hmm. Who knows? And I say it nice. You just don't be wanting to hear what I'm saying. So then I have to get a little butt with you, because you're not taking it the nice way.
Exactly.
Like, they will literally be like, so you're not gonna. I've literally told this one, it was either a lady or a man, so what would you like for me to do for you today? And they said, like, well, you're not able. No, I'm not. So is there anything, like, no, I cannot. So, like, what is it that you're looking for?
Exactly.
Or I cannot do. So what are you trying? Where are we reaching? Like, where are we going from here? Are you gonna just stay on the phone and keep complaining, and you hear me saying no? Like, what is the end game here? I'm not understanding.
No, for real, I hate it.
So if you want to speak to a supervisor, but I be my guest, I'ma place you on that hole and drop you over. And I just hope you get one of my supervisors that's gonna match your energy.
I like when because I'll wait on the line at first and hope that I can talk to them first and tell them what I told them, so that they can say exactly what I said the exact same way, because they'd be eating them customers up.
See, I'm right. I'm front and center. So, this customer literally send them over. Send them over.
Literally eat them up. It's the best. Another thing that gets on my nerves is when they're trying to rush me.
Oh,
I promise you, I'm gonna start going slower. I promise you, I'm gonna put you on hold. Because you called me for her.
Time you had plenty of time.
You should have called. You should have waited. Well, I've already been on hold for a minutes. Okay, what's that got to do with me? You got to me now. Now you're not gonna try to rush me through it, because now you got something to do or somewhere to go. Call back later. Then we'll finish this then. Because you're not gonna try to. No, it takes as long as it takes. Okay. Y'all be acting like y'all just king of the fucking world, and don't let you get a bitch like me, because I promise you I'm gonna make it take longer.
Customers be talking cash shit,
and they think because we're over the phone, so they be feeling emboldened. If we were bad people, we got all your information. Y'all know that, right? We got all your information. You're lucky we're good people. They do background checks, so they know we're good people. But, like, be for real. Be for real. Y'all be talking cash shit. Y'all gonna end up getting the wrong customer service agent. They're gonna be fed up. And next thing you know, your credit gonna be fucked up, because they done opened 3 credit cards in your name. They done got their rent paid. Like, stop playing with me. Y'all need to stop talking to customer service agents crazy. Because they be... Y'all be pushing it.
Right.
What you got?
Customers, and this is more so for my line of work, customers will literally call in about it just be more so of the what's the right word? What is the right word I'm looking for? Just because you're not in tune to what you're paying for, and you don't look at your bills and what you're doing, that is not my problem. So if you have had something on your account since you activated, I have seen people have something on their bills since they started with us, since 2017, and they will say they're unaware of it be the lying for me. Don't lie to me. It be the call, like, people will literally be like, I wasn't on no cruise ship. Like, a lot of people get international calls. I wasn't on no cruise ship. Sir, I see where the call came from. I see that you were on the cruise. Like, it literally will tell us to get, like, damn, is it? We tell you before, and then they try to act like they don't get notifications. We will text message the hell out of y'all. We know y'all get them text messages.
They do.
So if you're just not in tune on what you're paying for, I'm sorry. I look at my bill. I make sure I know what I'm paying for. I'm sorry that you don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't be looking at my bill. It auto pays.
Now, sometimes with my phone bill, do I know? That may be the one bill that I don't. But I know if something is, and that be the thing. They don't be calling until they find. Well, some of them won't call until they finally like see that a number has came out of their account that's way higher than what their bill is normally is. But it's just like, well, this has been on your bill for how? And one of my supervisors will literally tell them, well, sir, it's your job to look at your bill to make sure that everything is accurate on your bill, which is true. You got to make sure it's nothing. If something is right and you don't notice it until 3 months later, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a little harder. I mean, we're going to fix it, but then it's like, if you would have called earlier, you would have got the credit you deserve. You would have got this you deserve. Like, y'all be waiting so late, and it's just like,
that happens on my job too.
End, and 9 times out of 10, it be on their end. Like, it be on the on their end. You'll basically, I don't know why they think canceling lines just get rid of the equipment that you had attached to the lines. That's not how this works. You're still going to be responsible for it. You're still going to have to pay it. That irks me.
That be happening in my job too. They don't be paying attention and then randomly see it. Nick, you've been paying for this for over a year. What is it you want now? You've been paying $22 a month for over a year. Now all of a sudden you noticed it and want to cancel it, like, and think you're gonna get your money back, and think you're gonna get your money back.
Your closing date.
Come on,
they'll call on the 1st, or they close their fee like on the 20th. Oh, so you mean to tell me I gotta wait till the 20th? You do. And it's usage on here, so you definitely do. Whether you knew it was on your account, you was using the phone. Mm-hmm. But you want it canceled as of today. Girl, bye.
My next thing is them not answering the question I ask. I ask a simple question to like figure something out, and they go in on a whole tangent, not answering what the hell I said. I'm like, what was the date of the transaction? Well, the only reason I'm even having to call is because this is showing up on my bill I asked what was the date of the transaction. I ain't ask all that. Tell me what I asked you. And stop, like, this is not necessary. You're wasting my damn time and yours. Because I still got to ask you again once you finish talking. Now, what was the date of the transaction? Because I don't have it pulled up. So, like, what do you mean?
That's enough. Basically, what was I just gonna say? Oh, jumping to conclusions. I hate customers that jump to conclusions. Like, I'm in a mood, like, I'm gonna help. Okay, it could be, this just literally happened to me yesterday. This man, so he basically called in regards to a promotion that was supposed to be on his account. It was accidentally removed or whatever, so we had to add it back. I'm telling him, like, I had him on hold, so I'm telling him, I'm gonna put I'm like thinking, like, in my head, like, okay, I'm gonna tell him we're gonna put the promotion back on, I'm gonna get him this credit, he'll be happy, blah 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 blah. So I let him know. So this will be adjusted for you this month. No, 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 not just this month. If you allow me to finish speaking, I was gonna say this month. Like you're jumping to conclusions. You're not even letting me finish. I was gonna say it's gonna be, and then when he did all that, no, 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 because it's supposed to be automatically. I said, yeah, I understand that, sir. So as I was stating before, like I was just saying, it will be adjusted for this bill. However, you ain't let me get to the however part. However, the promotion will be on your account after this, so you will no longer have to be adjusted. It's gonna already do it. If you would have let me finish motherfucking talking, you would have heard it. Like, damn, let me talk. Like, it be the audacity for these. It be the audacity. That's why I know I couldn't do customer service in the face. Like, I couldn't do face to face customer service, because no, because I be hearing some of them people going into them stores acting a fool.
Exactly. No,
With
for
them
real.
people.
For real. The last thing I had was, well, no, I have two technically.
Well, I just have one more that I can think of.
Is when they like start getting an attitude, thinking that that's gonna change our mind. When I've already told them no.
I got two more.
And another, or coming on the phone hot, like, you know, I say my greeting there immediately, like thinking that because they're angry.
I can tell how they say their name. What's your name? Sherelle. Oh, okay.
Like, they think that that's gonna make me change, like do something extra for them or be super nice or change. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. If anything, I'm now gonna be like less nice to you.
Like, right, like what you want so I can read you and get you off this phone.
I'm not gonna give you a credit. I'm not gonna release these funds early for you because you coming on here spicy. And you catching the attitude with me. Well, how long do I have to do? You have to wait the full 21 days because I don't like your attitude. Sorry, you should have fixed it. Normally I'll adjust one or two of them, let y'all get a little bit of y'all money early. But you came on this phone hot. You want to adjust your attitude to match my energy because I have good energy, and you think you finna get buck and rowdy with me and think you finna get something nice. You got the right one. Alicia is not the one to play with. Not the one nor the two, baby. Wait the full 21 days. Next time you get a payment, mark it accordingly, adjust it correctly, file the paperwork the way you're supposed to, the way you were told to in the terms of service and agreement, and you won't have these problems. They'd be like, how am I supposed to know? Usually I'm like, yeah, because don't nobody read the terms of service. But when you catch an attitude, well, it's in the terms of service. So that's something you're going to have to, that it's your responsibility to review that and make sure that you're up to date with our changes. Like, because who the fuck you talking to?
Period.
Stop playing.
Another thing I also hate is, please don't come on here telling me how long you've been with us.
I can see that.
If that's gonna change anything. It's not. People will literally, this man literally got upset with me, basically the company, if you want to say, because they always want to say it's not you, it's the company. So basically got upset with the company because, sir, you're not paying your bill and you want us to keep waiving these restore fees. You're gonna have to pay it, sir. I'm sorry. I don't care how long you've been with us. If you've been with us for so long, you definitely doing us dirty because you ain't paying your bill.
Right.
This one man literally said, "Dang, y'all was there. Y'all used to help me. I remember, like for like 6 months, y'all was helping me. Like, dang, I'm just like, T-Mobile just don't give a fuck no more. Well, no, we're just not taking care of your bill no more like we was, and now you're doing it. I'm confused. I've never got mad at a company because I'm not paying, and I'm assuming it's gonna get turned off if I'm not paying it. I'm assuming that. Maybe you can get away with, and that would be the thing with people waiving stuff this time and not waiving stuff the next time. Like, we got to be on one accord. I hate that. Don't go in this long rant on how long you've been with me. People have had Tico forever. Is Tico giving out deals?
No.
Or do you just pay your life?
Company?
I'm confused.
Tico's the
like, these people want rewards for paying their bills. That's what you gotta do. That's life. You grown. We gotta pay bills. It's not fun. We do want rewards for it. Hey, Don't throw your tenure into that, and it'll be me. And we do appreciate your tenure with us. However, you gotta pay this bill.
People love saying that, especially in my company, because they're not very old. They've been open for like 20 years. So, like, old people be on the phone. I've been with y'all as long as y'all have been open. I've been with y'all sound longer than you've probably been alive. Sounds like you're very young. So, I don't see why I can't get this. And I'm like, I'm not that. I mean, I'm a little bit older than the company, but I appreciate you thinking I'm young. But we still can't change nothing about this. You lost the case. Like, I'm sorry. It'd be crazy. But you got anything anymore?
No, that was the last one I could think of.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up our show this week, y'all. I want to thank y'all for listening. Whatever streaming service y'all are listening to, be sure to rate us, give us 5 stars, give us 4 stars, give us a review. If you're on YouTube, be sure to like it, share it with your friends, share it with your coworkers, share it with your mamas. Y'all get y'all keys in for the week. Anything else you want to say, friend?
No, just stay messy. We are recording this kind of late. It was supposed to already be posted. That is my fault. We gotta get some not even priorities together. I just had a really busy day yesterday, and I didn't think it was gonna be that busy. And yeah, but we definitely getting it out to y'all. We recording. We got up early to do this and everything because we appreciate y'all and we want y'all to continue watching and listening and stay messy.
Yes, we're gonna have some changes coming up soon, so be on the lookout for the upgrades.
So getting bigger and better.
Always, y'all. Stay messy. We love y'all.